If you do not want to build a PC yourself and you want to buy a Prebuilt PC, then this video is going to be for you. Now, if you are going to buy a Prebuilt PC and you don't have enough PC knowledge, you might buy the wrong system. And this can lead to low FPS in your favorite games, or even worse, the system that you buy doesn't boot. For that reason, I will show you the best Prebuilt gaming PC deals that you can buy right now for every budget that will give you great performance for the price, and I will give you an option for every resolution, 1080p, 1440p and 4K, while explaining to you the level of performance that you can get with each system. The links to all of these Prebuilt PCs will be down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. First, we have the HP Victus 15L going for $850. In my opinion, this is the best deal under $1,000, so if you have around that budget, this one is perfect for you. And I call this one the 1080p Ultra system because you can play any game at 1080p Ultra settings with no issues. And I will get to the level of performance in a second, but the main components on this system are the i7-12700 for the CPU, and then you get the RTX 3060 for the graphics card. This CPU and GPU combo will allow you to play esports titles such as Fortnite and Valorant at above 240 plus FPS on average. In fact, I have tested a PC really similar to this one in one of my videos. You can go ahead and watch that video in the top right of the screen if you want to and you want to see more benchmarks. But anyway, on the latest AAA titles like Alan Wake 2, Cyberpunk 2077 and games of that nature, you can expect 80 plus FPS on average, or even more if you turn down the settings to high instead of ultra. Amazing PC for under $1,000 in my opinion, so if you have around that budget, this one is perfect for you. But if you are looking for even higher FPS for around $1,000, then I do recommend you upgrading to this thermal take system from Amazon with the RTX 4060 Ti. Here you get the i5-13400F for the CPU, then for the GPU you get the Ti version of the 4060, which is going to be better. And this one is more of a 1080p Ultra but also 1440p high gaming system. Instead of being able to achieve around 80 plus FPS on average on the most high demanding AAA titles at 1080p, you can expect closer to 110 FPS, which is a huge increase in terms of performance. And then if you higher the resolution to 1440p, because maybe you do want to play at 1440p, then we are talking about 78 FPS on average. Remember, we are talking about high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. If you want to play esports shooters like the ones I've mentioned before, then you can expect 240 plus FPS on average at 1080p and 1440p depending on the exact game and depending on the settings. So that one is ideal if you have around $1,000 and you want to play either at 1080p or at 1440p very high FPS. But if you do want to play at 1440p resolution ultra settings, then I recommend you having a graphics card with more VRAM, because the 4060 Ti has 8 gigs of VRAM, and for that reason, if you are into 1440p high to ultra settings gaming on AAA titles, then I do recommend you getting the Blaze 4 Mini. The Blaze 4 Mini is going for $1,320, which is around $300 more expensive than the last one, but here you get the RX 7800 XT for the graphics card, which is much faster than the RTX 4060 Ti, and I will get to the level of performance in a second. But before doing that, I want to show you the components that you get. Not only you get the 7800 XT, but you also get a Ryzen 7 5700 for the CPU, and then you get 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be ideal if you want to do streaming and content creation and not just gaming. And in terms of performance, at 1440p resolution on AAA titles high to ultra settings, where the 4060 Ti was able to average around 78 FPS, the 7800 XT was able to average around 100 FPS. And as I said before, you get more VRAM here. You get 16 gigs of VRAM on your graphics card, which makes it not only a great GPU for 1440p right now and down the line, it is also a very capable 4K resolution graphics card. Now, you are not going to be getting 100 plus FPS on average on AAA titles at 4K, but if you turn on FSR, which is the upscaler from AMD, you can expect around 70 to 80 plus FPS on average at 4K resolution, depending on the game and depending on the settings. So this one is much more capable than the last one when it comes to hardware performance. But if you want an upgraded version where you get even faster performance and you get an Nvidia graphics card, because maybe you do like having an Nvidia GPU, then I recommend you getting the same Blaze 4 Mini but the upgraded version. This one is under $1,500. It's actually $1,450 when I'm recording this video, and you get the RTX 4070 Super instead of the 7800 XT. The 4070 Super is slightly faster when it comes to rasterized performance than the 7800 XT, but here you get the Nvidia feature set, for example, a better level of ray tracing, DLSS, which is the upscaler from Nvidia and has a better image quality than FSR from AMD. So this is going to be useful if you want to play, for example, at 4K resolution and you are going to be using the upscaler, because you do want to get the best image quality, and at the same time Nvidia usually works better when it comes to content creation and productivity work applications. So if you are into that as well, then this one is a much better option, especially if you must have an Nvidia graphics card. Now, if you want to max out your 1440p performance, then I recommend you going with the HP Omen 40L. This one is quite more expensive, but here you get the RTX 4070 Ti, which is faster than both the 4070 Super and the 7800 XT, and I will show you the comparison in just a second. Before doing that, I want to tell you that if you are enjoying the video so far, click the like and subscribe button, is going to help the channel a lot. Anyway, the 40L not only has a 4070 Ti, which is faster than both GPUs I've mentioned before, here you also get the i7-13700K, which is an amazing processor for content creation, productivity work, and also for high CPU demanding titles. If you want to play, for example, Fortnite low settings, where you're going to have a higher CPU usage, you are going to be getting higher FPS. Or if you want to play simulators like Cities Skylines or Flight Simulator, you are going to be pulling much higher FPS with this one. And also if you are going to play at 4K resolution and you want to turn DLSS, because DLSS hires the CPU usage, so you are going to be getting faster performance in general with the 40L. When it comes to gaming performance, on that same 12 frame average at 1440p on AAA titles, high to ultra settings, this is native resolution, by the way, no DLSS on or anything like that. The 4070 Ti was able to average 116 FPS compared to the 100 FPS from the 7800 XT or 108 FPS from the 4070 Super. In my opinion, this is the best pre-built gaming PC that you can get under $2,000, and it's not only great for gaming but also for content creation, productivity work, streaming, and any other task basically. This PC right now is going for $1,800, and I have tested a PC like this one myself, so I will leave that review as well with benchmarks in the top right of the screen. This system was great. However, if you want to play at 4K resolution native and you want to achieve the highest FPS possible and you want to spend around $2,000, then we have this AVS case Ravi from Newegg. This one is going for $2,100, but here you get the RTX 4080 Super, which is a 4K graphics card with 16 gigs of VRAM that will allow you to play any game at 4K with a very smooth performance. And I will tell you the performance right now, but before doing that, I want to show you the components. Here you get the Ryzen 7 7700X, which is, in my opinion, one of the best CPUs that you can pair with the 4080 Super, especially at this price point. And then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory at 6000 MHz, which is much faster than any other kit from this video and is going to be ideal if you want fast RAM speeds. Now, when it comes to gaming performance, you can expect around 85 plus FPS on average at 4K resolution, AAA titles, ultra settings, or even more if you are going to be playing with DLSS enabled. So that's around 20 FPS more on average than the 4070 Ti at 4K resolution. And then if you want to turn on ray tracing, you can expect over 100 FPS at 1440p resolution, which is about the same level of performance that you will get at 4K if you turn on the upscaler and ray tracing at the same time. This one is more of a high-end system overall, where you get, in my opinion, the best 4K rasterized performance for the price on a pre-built PC. Just keep in mind that the Ryzen 7 7700X is not the fastest CPU in the market, so if you want to pair the 4080 Super with the fastest CPU in the market, then you are looking to buy the Skytech Legacy 4. This one has the same 4080 Super, but you get the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, which, as I said before, is the fastest CPU in the market, and this is going to be helpful in high CPU demanding situations, and also if you are going to be turning on the upscaler, which in this case is DLSS. And not only that, but here you also get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD, 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, overall an amazing system. This is a very high-end PC, so if you have around $2,800 to spend on a system, I believe this one is the best one that you can get, especially since you get the fastest CPU in the market and one of the fastest GPUs in the market. However, if you want the best of the best when it comes to gaming performance, you want to get the RTX 4090, which is the fastest graphics card in the entire market. And don't worry, I have a system for you if that's the case, and I'm talking about the 45L with the i9 13900K and the RTX 4090. This CPU and GPU combo is one of the best when it comes not only gaming but also productivity work and content creation performance. Now, when it comes to gaming, it is going to be the best. When it comes to the 4090 gaming performance, you can expect around 112 plus FPS on average at 4K on ultra settings in high demanding titles, which is the best one on the list by far. And then you can expect around 115 plus FPS on average if you turn on ray tracing at 1440p or if you turn on ray tracing and DLSS at 4K resolution. So when it comes to gaming, this one is the best one. Also the most expensive system at $3,200, but it's going on a discount right now where you save $200. Actually, almost every system on this video is going on a discount, so maybe when you are watching this, some of these systems are not on sale anymore. I recommend you checking the latest prices in the video description. And if you have more money to spend than $3,000, then you will have bonus PCs as well in the description. But just so you know, as I always say on my Prebuilt PC videos, if you have more money to spend, you are not going to notice a gaming difference, but the difference is going to be noticeable if you are just a professional content creator and you need a more capable system than this one with more RAM and more storage. Otherwise, if you are going to do gaming, this one will give you plenty of performance, and trust me, you are not going to regret it. Now, if you need personal PC help, in the top link in the description you can ask me anything about computers or the system that you want to buy, and I will help you out for free. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.